Imagine this. You are 20 or 30 or even 40. Every day you wake up, eat, go to work, and somewhere underneath all of it, there's a pull you can't quite explain. A craving, a habit you've promised yourself you'll quit 100 times. The phone you can't put down. The drink you tell yourself is just for tonight. The scrolling, the eating, the escaping, whatever shape it takes for you. And every time you give in, a small voice tells you this is just who you are now. But here's something almost no one tells you about addiction. It was never really about the substance or the habit or the screen. It was always about the mind. And the mind can be trained the same way a body can be trained. Nearly 2,000 years ago, a man who ruled an empire, buried children, and led armies through war he never wanted, wrote to himself about exactly this kind of internal battle. His name was Marcus Aurelius, and today we're going to walk through 4 ways his philosophy can help you overcome whatever it is that has a grip on you. Before we begin, I'd like to know something honest from you. What's the one habit or craving you're ready to finally let go of? Type it in the comments below, and if any part of this speaks to you, consider subscribing to the channel so these reflections can keep finding you when you need them. Number 1. See the craving as a thought, not a command. Marcus wrote something in his private notebook that changes everything once you actually understand it. He said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Most people believe a craving is an order they have to obey. The moment they feel it, they act on it, as if there were no space between the feeling and the action. But Marcus practiced something the Stoics called withholding assent. When an impression arrives in your mind, whether it's a craving, a fear, or an urge, you do not have to accept it as true or as something you must act on immediately. You can simply notice it. I feel the pull toward this right now. That's the thought. And then, without judgment, without shame, you ask yourself, do I have to obey this? Almost every time, the honest answer is no. This single pause, the space between the craving and the action, is where your entire freedom lives. It's small at first, just a few seconds of noticing instead of reacting, but that space grows every single time you use it, until eventually the craving arrives and you are simply the one observing it, untouched. Number 2. Understand what it's actually costing you. Marcus often reminded himself of how short life is, not to frighten himself, but to force clarity. He wrote that very soon you will be ashes, or a name remembered by no one, and to let that truth determine what you allow to consume your days. Most addictive habits survive because we never actually sit with their true cost. We feel the temporary relief, but we rarely calculate what it's quietly stealing. The mornings lost to grogginess, the money spent, the relationships strained, the version of yourself that never gets to exist because this habit keeps taking the hours that belong to him. Take 5 honest minutes and write down exactly what this habit has cost you over the last year, not to punish yourself, but to see clearly. Marcus believed clear sight was the beginning of any real change. You cannot fight what you refuse to look directly at. 3. Replace comfort-seeking with deliberate discomfort. This is the part most people skip because it sounds unpleasant, and yet it's exactly why it works. Marcus trained himself and encouraged others to voluntarily choose small discomforts, plain meals instead of indulgence, cold mornings instead of avoiding them, silence instead of constant noise. Not out of punishment, but because addiction thrives in a mind that has never learned to sit with discomfort at all. Every craving is, underneath it, an attempt to avoid some small discomfort. Boredom, stress, loneliness, restlessness. If you have never once practiced sitting with those feelings without immediately soothing them, of course the craving feels unbearable to resist. But if you deliberately practice small, safe discomforts, a short walk without your phone, a quiet morning without your usual escape, you are training the exact muscle that resisting your addiction requires. Start small. Choose one comfort each day to go without, not forever, just for that day. You are not depriving yourself. You are proving to yourself that you can hold discomfort without needing to escape it immediately. Number 4, build your identity around who you're becoming, not the habit you're breaking. This is perhaps the most important shift Marcus ever made in his own writing. He rarely wrote about what he was trying to avoid. He wrote about the kind of man he was trying to be: disciplined, honest, patient, useful to others. The habit fell away not because he fought it directly every single day, but because he became someone the habit no longer fit. If your entire focus stays on the addiction, quitting, resisting, fighting it, you remain in a relationship with it every single day. But if your focus shifts toward the person you are building, the version of you who is present with his family, clear-headed at work, physically strong, at peace in silence, the old habit slowly becomes something that simply doesn't belong to that person anymore. Ask yourself each morning, not will I resist today, but who am I choosing to become today? That question changes everything because you stop fighting a craving and start building an identity. And identities are far stronger than willpower ever was. Marcus Aurelius never claimed to have mastered himself completely. His private notebook is full of reminders to himself over and over, because the mind needs constant retraining, not a single moment of willpower. If you slip, that does not undo the practice. It simply means you return to the pause, the clarity, the discomfort, and the identity, and you begin again. You have the same mind Marcus had. You have the same ability to notice a craving before obeying it, to see its true cost clearly, to sit with discomfort instead of escaping it, and to build yourself into someone the old habit no longer fits. If this reached you at the right time, subscribe to the channel so more of these reflections can find you exactly when you need them. And tell me in the comments, which of these 4 ways do you need to start practicing today? Thank you for spending this time with me. I'll see you in the next one.